Hi guys, welcome to my channel. For those of you new here, my name is Donna, and for those of you not new, thank you so much for continuing to come back and support my channel. I appreciate all of you so very much. Today, the kickoff of Vlogmas, where I will be uploading a video every single day in December. You guys know that I have been pre-filming my little bum off. I decided to do a tag, and this is a tag video that I watched Smoky Glow do, I think last year, maybe the year before, to kick off what she calls Glowmas, which is basically the same thing. I've also seen Kelly Gooch do this tag, and I've seen Annette from Annettes Makeup Corner do this tag, and I thought it was a good tag video to do at the beginning of Vlogmas. So welcome to Vlogmas 2020, and to kick it off we are doing my makeup journey. I do believe the tag was started by Annette from Annette's Makeup Corner. I do believe she did it 2 years ago. There's a whole bunch of YouTubers though that have done it, and I think that it's always fun to do tag videos and always great to reminisce on the things that bring you joy. So I'm going to start off this year's Vlogmas with the My Makeup Journey tag. It isn't a tag that I've done, and I wanted to start my Vlogmas this way. So the first prompt is, how old were you when you started wearing makeup? And I started wearing makeup, it will be 4 years in March, I want to say. Prior to 4 years ago, I really had dabbled in makeup, but I wouldn't call me a makeup wearer. I had a palette by Smashbox, and I had some single eyeshadows from Bare Minerals. I had went in and had my makeup done by a makeup artist in an Ulta, and other than that, like, I didn't really wear much. I wore eyeliner, and I guess if you're counting that, I started wearing eyeliner when I was like, I don't know, 13 or something like that, but that is all I wore. I didn't wear anything other than black eyeliner, and that was it. And it was all over my lower lash line, smudged out even, looked kind of grungy. I grew up in the Seattle area, so that was the thing, I guess, back then, but I didn't really wear anything until 4 years ago. And 4 years ago this month, I bought a palette for my daughter, and I bought a couple of palettes for me. And I bought them because they were beautiful, not because I intended really to wear them. And then my partner in life made some snide comment that kind of, you know, made me think that I should show him that he was wrong. And then I started wearing makeup, and I started loving it. And that's really when how my new obsession was born, how my channel was born, and how I really started getting familiar with how to put makeup on my face was 4 years ago. And it started with just eye makeup, and then I didn't start wearing foundation until a couple years ago. I started contouring my face about 8 months ago, I would guess. So it's been like a journey for sure. But I didn't really start wearing makeup until about 4 years ago. So very late in life, because I'm 44. So I was 40 before I started wearing anything. The second question is, have you gone through any makeup phases you look back on and think, WTF was I thinking? No, I don't think so. The only one that I can really think of is, like I said, the eyeliner smudged out on the lower lash line, and that was it. That was all I wore. But I also think of that along the lines of, I was young, I was from the Seattle area, like grunge was the thing. Having makeup that looked like you had slept in it for 8 years was the thing, really. And, you know, dark didn't look like you slept at all for the last 8 years, I guess, was the thing. As far as my makeup journey over the last 4 years, I can't really think of anything that I have done over the last years that I go, oh my god, WTF, except for to look back at my pictures from when I first started this, thinking that I was doing real good at makeup and knowing so much different now. I wasn't doing super at makeup. Like, my makeup looked wrecked back then. Who knows? I might look back at this video, you know, 4 years from now and go, wow, your makeup looks wrecked. So I can't really think of anything in particular that I would say I ever looked at it and went, ooh, that looks bad. The third question, have you ever been in a makeup rut where you did the same look for a very long period of time? I have been doing maybe similar looks. I don't know. I try and change it up enough, and I have a palette roulette series on my channel that I utilize a different palette every single week, and I've been doing that now. I think you guys will see or just saw like the 106th episode, so we've used a different palette for 106 weeks now. So I wouldn't say I'm doing the same makeup look over and over. Like the techniques, maybe. I do like me a halo eye. I do like me a cut crease. I love a smoky look. So maybe smoky eyes would be where I would say is the most prevalent in my eye makeup repertoire. I do a smoky eye often, whether it's with blues or with blacks or with browns or with reds. I do smoky eyes quite often, so that might be where that makeup rut is, but I don't think of it as a makeup rut, honestly. I think of it as it works well for my eye shape, and I find it just to be super pretty. I would love to do a rounded eye look. Misa. Makeup with Misa. What is her channel name? I watch her all the time. I can't remember what her channel name is, but she does rounded eyes and used to do rounded eye looks. I used to watch her all the time to try and figure out how to do them well. I can't get the hang of them. So there's that. Smoky eyes, maybe, is my makeup rut. The next question is, what was your first high-end purchase? My first high-end purchase was a whole bunch of Bare Minerals makeup, and I purchased those when I was like 23. I really wasn't wearing makeup at that point in time. I still have a lot of that Bare Minerals makeup with me, honestly, which makes me think, man, you should get rid of those things. You've had them for way too long at this point. That was my first high-end. I think I also at some point in time had purchased a Smashbox, I think full exposure palette. Question number 5, what makeup items have you repurchased the most, and how long has it been in your rotation? I think the makeup products that I've purchased the most are the Laura Geller spackle primers. You guys can see this one is near done. These guys have been in my rotation, honestly, since I started playing with my makeup. I was using these before I was using skincare, which is bad. This one is in Ethereal, but they have many different ones. I think there's 9 different ones of these spackle primers, and I have used almost every single one of them. These have been in my rotation at least for the last 3 years. So again, like I didn't start really in this journey until 4 years ago. So something being in my rotation for the last 3 years is actually pretty significant, I would think. This is the one that I would say I keep continuing to go back to and go back to. I have since found other primers that I like just as much, which is good because I can no longer purchase this at Ulta. I love this primer, and every kind of this spackle primer that you can purchase I've used, like I said, almost every one. I would say the next item that I would like to talk about for this question is this one. This is my holy grail setting spray. It's the Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray. We all know what this is, what this does. It claims 16-hour wear proof. It is 16-hour wear proof. This is the best setting spray ever. I have used many other ones. I love this one. The spritzer on it is pretty fine. It doesn't get stuck in the pump. I've never had a problem with this setting spray. And this has been something that I repeatedly buy over and over again in my collection, almost since probably as long as this one. If not, then it's just minimally shorter time span than that. So 2.5 to 3 years is where I would say this one falls in, but these are items that I repurchase over and over and over again. The next question is, what does your fam and friends think of your makeup obsession? Okay, so here's the thing. Like, for the longest time, I didn't talk to anybody about my makeup obsession. Anybody. I think when I was first thinking about doing this, I did talk to my partners at Starbucks about it, and they were all for it. All of them. Not one of them watches my videos. Not one. When my family started really figuring out, like, they were also, everybody's just so super supportive. My partner, my man, the love of my life, he bought all of my equipment for me for my birthday or for Christmas or for whatever. This camera that I have is an awesome camera, and he bought it for me. He bought my first one for me and then bought this one for me the following year. He bought all of my lights for me. He built my vanity. He built the stool that I sit on. Like, he's always been very supportive. My kids make fun of me, but I think that they make fun of me with the thought process of funny haha, not I'm making fun of you kind of thought process, if that makes any sense. My family and my friends are in awe of my makeup store that has become my room. They're all very supportive, like all of them. It makes me sad that I waited as long as I did to really talk to people. My sister is actually the one that encouraged me to start my channel, and she very rarely watches anything that I have out here, but she's starting to get more supportive over the years. Like, I think that this is finally something that they realize that I'm doing, not because it's a chore, but something I truly have a passion for. Y'all, I'm not out here making billions of dollars. As a matter of fact, I haven't made one damn cent from YouTube, and I've been doing it now for 3 years, just over 3 years. I just truly love it, and it soothes my soul. And I think that your friends and family, if they are not supporting you in an endeavor that soothes your soul, there's something wrong with your friends and family. Mine are very supportive. Whilst they may not watch my stuff, they talk about it, they share it out, and they are supportive. The next question is, who or what inspires the way you do your makeup? I don't think that there's any person in particular that inspires the way I do my makeup besides myself. I think that when contouring came around or baking came around, there was this big push to like do that. I did it once, decided it wasn't for me, and quit doing it. Like, I can't bake to save my life, and you could never talk me into thinking that that was the appropriate way to do makeup. But if you are doing it, awesome, good for you. I just can't do it to make it look good on me. I don't think that there's any one person that inspires me to do my makeup the way I do it besides myself. What I would say is inspiring for me is like the makeup that I'm using. Like, maybe it's a palette that I have in front of my face that day. That is what inspires me. Clothes that I'm wearing, that is what inspires me. This morning when I woke up, I threw on this sweater because I miss wearing it. I haven't worn it in forever because it got to a point where I felt like it showed every fat roll I had. This sweater inspired this makeup look today. So it just depends day to day, but it's typically not a person that is inspiring me. It is me that's inspiring me, and the makeup that is in front of my face. There has been moments in time where I've done like an Instagram look or something like that's inspiring in that moment, but not necessarily somebody that inspires me day after day after day. Question number 8, describe your current makeup style in 3 words. I don't know. Like, I just don't have a makeup style, so to speak. So I would say colorful, eclectic, and natural-ish. Yeah, those would be the 3 words I would use. Natural-ish because, like I said, I didn't start wearing foundation until a couple years ago. I like to be able to see me underneath all the makeup, like I am me, but accentuated, if that makes any sense. Eclectic because it changes from day to day based on a broad array of things going on. Like, is it just my eyes today because I have to wear a mask? Is it a full face today? Cool beans. Is it a full coverage full face today? Am I recording? Or is it I want to look pretty and elegant today? Or is it I want the craziest blue and green and pink eye look I can get? Like, it's definitely eclectic. Colorful because I like color. I'm not really a natural eye kind of person. Number 9, what pushed you to start your YouTube channel? My sister. I spoke about this a little bit ago, but my sister really, and my partners at Starbucks at the time, really pushed me to, I started talking about it, really didn't have the wherewithal within me to say, I'm going to do a YouTube channel. But I started talking about, like, if I could, you know, get my poop in a group, I might start a YouTube channel. And my partners really kind of cheered it on. And then my sister was like, you need to. You need to. This is why you need to. Like, I think that this could help you, and this is, you know, build your confidence, and it would be fun. And like, yeah. So I would say my sister is the biggest piece of that. For a long time, my sister and I didn't have the best relationship, and I'm the oldest, but for the longest time, I really sought out approval from my sister for whatever reason. Like, we didn't have an amazing relationship, and I think to some extent I thought of myself as maybe an embarrassment to her, or I don't know why. Don't ask me why, because I don't know why. But for the longest time, I really sought her approval on many things. And the fact that she was pushing the YouTube channel, that she thought it was a great idea, really pushed me into the mindset that it was a great idea and that I really wanted to do it. And then, I don't know, maybe like 4 or 5 months in, I was like, she only wanted me to do this so she could make fun of me. That's the only reason why she wanted me to do this. Not because she was making fun of me, but because that's where my mind went. I don't know. High functioning anxiety does weird things to you sometimes. But, you know, my sister has been a huge support in this venture for me, and we have an amazing relationship now. But all those creepy things from the past, you know, kind of veer their ugly head in here once in a while, and I'm like, But she really is, I think the turning point for me was the turning point for me. I'm grateful to her, because I probably wouldn't have started this if it weren't for her words of encouragement. The last question is, do you think you'll still be on YouTube 3 years from now? So here's the truth to this. I've been on YouTube for 3 years at this point. In August, I hit my 3-year anniversary. And simply put, like I said earlier, don't make a dime from this. This is something that I do because of my passion for makeup, because I have this deep set passion for these items behind me and in front of me and all around me. This, over and above all other things, really soothes my soul. Like, I am, as I said, high functioning anxiety. So when I get in those moments where I feel overwhelmed, I come in here and I play with my makeup and it calms me down. So YouTube is an avenue for me to also talk to people about the things that I love. There isn't a whole lot of people in my friends and family list that also love these things that sit around me that I love so much. So this is an avenue for me to be able to talk to you guys about those things that I love so much, because you're coming to my channel because you also love these things so much. So do I think that I will be on YouTube 3 years from now? Yes. Yes, I do. Because I'm here for me, to give you entertainment, but mostly for me. It soothes my soul. It makes me happy. It calms me when I am overwhelmed. And it is an avenue that I have found great joy in my life for. And it's just such a passion in my world. It's just such a passion within my whole being. So yes, I do think I will be here 3 years from now. I hope you will also be here 3 years from now. So there's that. So I guess we wait until, 2024 to see if I'm still here 3 years from now. Maybe we'll revisit this tag in 3 years to see if we're still around. But that is it, you guys. That is all the questions to the tag. I don't typically tag people in my tag videos. What I do say is I would love for anybody who is interested in doing this tag to do this tag. I'm going to put hashtag my makeup journey in here somewhere so that we can find all these if we hashtag my makeup journey. I think that is the hashtag that the other YouTubers that have done this particular tag have also used. So I think that it would be interesting to bring this tag back. It's been a good year since I've seen a video on this, 2 years since it was started. So I think it would be awesome to bring this tag back. I think it would be awesome if I was the person that brought this tag back. So, but if you want to do this tag, do it. I think that you should do it. I think that it's always interesting to hear everybody's little tidbits of information. If you don't want to do this tag, that's perfectly fine too, and that's why I don't tag individuals. But please let me know if you're going to do this tag. I would love to come and watch it and support your channel as well. I thank every single person for coming to my video today. I hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope that you enjoyed it so much so that you're going to give it a big thumbs up. It really does help our channels out here. It helps us grow, helps us be seen by more people, because what YouTube does is take those likes and say, maybe more people like this video too, and they push it out into the universe for other people that maybe aren't watching these videos to see. I hope that you liked it enough that you're considering subscribing to my channel before you go. I would love to have you along for this crazy ride of mine, and I would love for you to see all the videos that I'm going to post in this Vlogmas December 2020. I think that it'll be fun. I hope that if you do that, though, that you are hitting that notification bell so that you're notified every single time I upload. Typically, on a typical month and a typical week, I do upload content 3 to 4 times a week, depending on the week. So I wouldn't want you after Vlogmas to miss anything that I am posting. So definitely hit that notification bell. I hope that you guys are staying safe out there. I hope that you are well and that your family is also well. I hope that we're masking up when we're out in public, because we're never going to get through this, you guys, if we don't mask up. I mean, that's just the true tea to it all. I hope that you guys are loving each other, but loving each other from afar. And until next time, bye everyone.